Okay. Welcome to Pleiades on the podcast. Pleiades on the patio, poetry, whatever. I am not on the patio today. I'm in my room, which is where we were for my first podcast, which was 12 weeks ago now. No, 13. Yes, 12 weeks ago. This is episode 13, and we have an interview today with Guy. Say hello for the people.
Hi, I'm Guy.
And we are recording today on the 25th, right? 25th of August for September 1st. And we have 30 minutes. And today, Joaquina, like I said, we got this timer. I don't know if I'm going to cut that out or not. We'll see what happens. We got this timer, and we have 30 minutes on the clock, and it'll go down from there. Cool. So let's get into these questions. First of all, Guy, you have been a Pleiasbian through and through. You have supported my business. You have helped me when I've been vending. You have come to some of my shows. So, how does it feel being the first guest on my podcast?
It's an honor. I feel truly blessed.
Blessed.
Thank you for this. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. It's a blessing to have you on here.
blessings.
Blessings. Blessings and manifestations. Okay. So, what are some of the standards that you hold for your people, like your community?
Hmm. Um, well, I mean, aside from like the bare minimum or to like get close. What do you mean?
Like, how do you how do you hold yourself and how do you mirror that and reflect that in your community, you know?
Yeah, I've been trying to like show up, you know? And that's something I've been expecting from my community a lot is, you know, showing up, having that discipline to show up even though maybe you got anxious today for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to like put those things aside and try to lean on each other and, you know, showing up unprepared is okay. Showing up is like just the important thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been a good standard I've been holding people to lately.
So have you been seeing that reflect in the people that you've been around? Like, have you seen people show up for you when maybe both of y'all are not at your best? And like now this other individual that you have built community with, like you feel like has seen you lead by example, or how has it showed up for you?
I hope people are noticing. Uh I don't know, I've been giving people grace because I know it's like really anxiety inducing when you show up and like you're unprepared and stuff. And I have had people give me grace for that. Where I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, like, oh, it's so bad. I probably shouldn't even come. They're like, no, it's cool. Glad you came. And like trying to give that same grace out to people in my community. And um yeah, I mean it's nice with buddies, like we have our struggles sometimes. We're not all 100% all the time. That would be crazy. That's an impossible feat. Um, and it is, you know, nice when you have people who kind of let you in and see that, and then you see them doing better, like a different time you see them. Um, that's cool. But I'm still in the works of building more community. So, you know, it never ends.
Yeah, all we have is the present. I mean, we have the future as well, but that's built in the present. And I think, holding each other to those standards of like, even when I'm not okay, I will still be here in the present. Like, all that is a gift to, other people in community.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So, would you consider yourself a serious artist?
What is serious art? Pleiades. Well, I don't consider myself an artist. Many artists consider me an artist. Um, I mean, it's complicated. Maybe I'm an anti-artist. I like I grew up in the arts and in the art scene. My mom's an artist, and so I grew up like helping with her art shows and showing up for her for like she did a lot of like murals and stuff. Um, painting the backgrounds and whatever. Uh, and so I had like a lot of time to be like really edgy and think like, what is art? What is it? It's these things you can buy and sell. That's stupid. This is capitalism. You can make anything and sell it, and that makes it art. What if I made a fork? Then that's art. What if I make soup? Hmm, I can sell that, and that's art. People make cars, sell those. Those are art. Sometimes art is shit. Sometimes you don't like art. Maybe everything is art. What isn't art is kind of the answer I'm at lately. Like, show me something that isn't. And if you say it isn't, most of the time it's just because you don't like it, and you don't have to like art. Like, war is art, and it's bad and it's evil, and it's evoking emotion in you, right? How is it not? What we get so sucked in to this thing that is art, that is, a commodity that you have to buy your way into. And, it all has this attachment to money, and I think it's just a scam. It's an insurance scam. It was created as an insurance scam, the whole arts industry. That's I go on and on.
So, I I had a question that we both know that I want to change now because of your answer. And I wonder because you've been surrounded by art your entire life. And like for me, I mean, I think you know, and I'm not sure if like the listeners know, but like I have not had such an easy upbringing around art. Like I really had to fight, and I've always been an artist. Like I've always been painting and like trying to forge something out of trash, but I was never allowed like grace as an artist until like my 20s. And like I'm 25, I just turned 25. So yeah, I guess I want to ask you, like, do you feel like to have that time like built around art, especially from a young age, and to be around community like so through and through, like throughout this whole time and experience, like I feel like we have like similar ideas of like politics and like the world, and maybe not the same, but like similar enough to like, care about community and like not want this capitalistic money hellscape. Um, so yeah, how do you feel like being around it and like so accepted around it changes compared to like I guess my experience or like anyone else's experience?
I think um there's a lot of people that come in and see the art scene and think it's kind of like a paradise or something. And I mean, like, I guess some of the different scenes are different. I've been like exploring more um and getting out of, just like the like fine arts scene in Houston. But I don't know. I feel like some people come in with like some rose colored glasses. And I mean, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer with that or something. But I mean it's just some people get like so intimidated by it, and it's like this huge thing. And but that's kind of the whole business end of it, is to create this ego and like this big character that like kind of, and this mask is how I see it. Is everyone wears these masks, and that scares each other. We inflate our work. I mean, our work becomes our worth because we're like in this capitalist thing, and especially like when you're in art spaces where people make their money off of their art. Um, your ego gets inflated, and it becomes like this whole sense of identity. And I mean, growing up in it, I see like through the mask. I'm like, and you're a person who shits and farts, dumbass. Like, whatever. Um, but I do see a lot of like new artists get really scared of it, and there's because and they'll lie, and people get like jealous, and they try to keep other people out because you get these insecurities because everyone's operating in their ego and trying to gatekeep sometimes, but literally, it's all made up. The entire arts industries is made up. Make up your own thing.
Yeah, I
Just
I
make it
love
up.
that.
Yeah.
I love how that connects with your first answer to if you're a serious artist, like make it up as in like any of the inventions that you were speaking on, like cars or like soup, Like, yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Toilet paper. That's a great art. I think we needed that.
Yeah, the
Few of the
toilet,
days better. Yeah, toilet in general.
pipes.
Yeah, you have pressurized water in your house. That's crazy. That
That's
person was a
art.
genius who made that. That's
Yeah.
art.
You think about the Indus Valley River system and how we like lost the arts of toilets and regained it, like that's art, all of it.
Yeah, insane.
Wow, humanity.
Yeah. You ever think about cement and all the different kinds of cement that were lost to the recipes?
I'm sure you have.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are these places they're standing, these bridges are standing in the ocean and they're not degrading, but we're like, we forgot how to make cement like that, so we'll never do it again. It's just that bridge.
It's just gonna
That's
stay
crazy.
there as
We're
art.
gonna hope it. That's art. Yeah.
Yeah. Or we won't use it and build a bridge right next to it that's much more safe.
It's not gonna be safe. It's gonna be degraded by the sea because they don't know how to make cement anymore that doesn't get degraded by the sea.
Art.
And yeah, and I'll sit there and stare at that for hours. Just thinking about that's art.
And what's gonna and who's to say anything about it, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be like, that's an amazing man-made creation.
Yeah. And even man doesn't have to make it art.
No.
I want to see art by like a starfish, even more than I want to see art by a man.
I mean, think about it. The waves degrading this concrete that we're talking about is art by the sea.
Yeah, that's beauty in motion right there.
Right.
That's the folly of man. That's nice. That's a good one.
So I want to get into our next question. Loved that answer. So yeah, I want to ask you. So you're 26. I just turned 25. How do you feel about our generation and like what stereotypes do you hold for us?
I don't know what to say for 26, but you know what I can say about 25? I'll tell you. um, because 24, I feel like you kind of you realize you got to get your shit together in a way. And you kind of figure out you come up with a plan for how to do it, and 25 is like you're executing and wobbling, and 26 is like just still doing that. Just still chipping, grinding away.
Wow.
When does it end? Hopefully I'll have something.
I can't believe that you use the word chipping when I've been saying for the last couple of days, because I just turned 25 4 days ago, that I feel like I've been chiseled away by something. And every day it's a new chiseling, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, what else is there to do?
This is just art.
Yeah, mid-20s. Yeah, it's art. I just want to work on stuff. And that stuff is my life, bro. Okay? That
Yeah.
stuff
You call it artwork?
is me. I'm the art.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm drinking a protein shake right now, trying to get yoked. That's art.
I see it. What protein powder are you on? Tell the people.
I'm gonna be honest. This was some cheap flash sale from TikTok. Oh, it was just like 12 bucks. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. No, I don't remember. It's cookies and cream and it's okay. It tastes kind of buttery. I don't know. Body Fortress? I think that's what it was.
Is it vegan? Is there actual proteins in
Yeah.
there?
It's
No.
a whey protein
Is whey
and not
not?
vegan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's milk,
Yeah.
or it comes from milk.
Well, I use vegan protein powder, so how would I know?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I wanted to talk about the stereotypes that you just
Oh, yeah.
listed. And yeah, I think, I definitely compare to that. Like I feel like for the longest time when I was like a child, I had felt as if I was um like really wanting to be this adult and like wanting to be mature, but like now, like I think at 25, I'm like recognizing that I have just been a part of everything, like I'm like, oh, I've never been like this too mature of a child. I don't know. Um, yeah, so how do you compare?
Um, to stereotypes of me right now or as a child?
Well, like I was saying about our generation, and that's just like 24, 25, 26, like mid 20s. And that's it made your answer made me think about my childhood and like it reflected on like, okay, well, at 25 I am chiseling away, but at my childhood I felt so mature and people also witnessed me as like, oh yeah, you're so wise at like this young age, as a child, and it's just because of like how we're socialized as being more mature than we should be and like taking care of way more than we should be. But even though that's how I was socialized, and maybe you were, maybe other people listening were, but I'm seeing now that like regardless of how I was socialized and how I witnessed my childhood to be, like that stereotype of like a generation for like the mid 20s made me reflect on the childhood and like even teenage age and like early adulthood, and makes me realize like no, like the stereotypes that we hold for like all of the generation as we're moving through time and like there's more generations that are being forged, like no, I've always been, a part of these stereotypes, even if they're not like exactly
I
what
know.
I.
Who I know. I'm thinking about this too, and I'm like, well, I guess I've been like every stereotype at every age at some point, you know. I'm multifaceted. I've been them and I've not been them. And I've contradicted them and I've fallen right in.
Right.
Um, but I think the real question is whose stereotype?
Yours.
Mine? I don't think they work backwards. Does it work backwards?
But that's the
Oh,
thing, like you see what you reflect in others, so when we see beauty in others, it's because of the beauty in ourselves, and when we see hatred, unfortunately it's the disparities in ourselves that we're reflecting onto others. So I feel, at least personally, I feel the same way about my stereotypes that I'd felt as a child, and I did not reflect back on that until today, until this conversation. I was like, oh, yes, I am the stereotypes I've always imagined.
yeah. Yeah. I was all of that.
Yeah, I've been every single, and that's just the duality of man, right?
Yeah. And we grow and we keep growing. But yeah, I definitely do see like the stereotypes I probably don't exactly want to be right now, but that I am, and shut up about it. I'm not like
You're
in
like,
my
don't
mid
look at
20s
me.
and like kind of lost. Like, stop. I haven't. I'm not, and I'm doing a really good job, and money loves me so much.
And you're like, yeah, moneyless couldn't be me.
No, it's not because I have so much. I don't even think about it because I'm rich.
Right now.
Yeah. I told
Wow.
you I made so much money in work today.
You did tell me that.
Manifested that.
Yeah.
I manifested that.
And look, tomorrow you're gonna make just as much or more
Yeah. This whole week I'm gonna make so much money.
because we spoke it into existence. And that's just how we compare to our generation.
That's how it works. That's exactly
Yeah.
how it works.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what art do you think you're gonna make in 15 or 20 years?
Um, so I really want to have a phase where I start making really tiny oil paintings.
Hmm.
I want that for myself. Um, I want that to be my vibe. And they're gonna be like, I want to get really good at it. Just teeny tiny oil paintings. No more acrylic. I don't believe in that anymore.
And how
Not for
tiny?
me. Like this,
Like a couple
like
inches.
this.
Wow.
Yeah, like this big. Yeah, and they're gonna have nice little frames. And I'm just gonna put them places. I don't know where, but I think I'm gonna love. I think I'm gonna love doing that.
Just
I
like
think I'm
random
gonna
gifts for people.
just like in a handshake,
Hmm.
and I'll leave it there.
And like how much time do you think you're gonna spend on each one?
A lot, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna. It's. I feel like it's gonna be a learning curve, um, for how long it takes me and how good they are because I want them to be good. But that's the thing with oil paintings is they take a while to dry, and but that means that you can fidget with them more. So
So you can do layers.
yeah. Well, they're also gonna be really tiny, and I don't know how easy or hard that's gonna be for me, but I believe in myself,
You can do
and I believe
anything.
that when I have the time to make really tiny little oil paintings, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Do you have like an idea of like what you're gonna paint, like portraits or landscapes or whatever?
I think animals, mostly wild animals, game, and I'm gonna be a dick about it too. Like I'm really gonna live my full fantasy while I do it, and I'm probably gonna wear a turtleneck, and I'm probably gonna have glasses that I have like down that like where they're like down on my nose, and so like if anyone talks to me while I'm painting my tiny little oil paintings, I'll like look at them like I'll like look at them like this, and like just go back to doing my tiny little oil paintings. And if someone like asks me for one or like tries to commission me for one, I'm just gonna do this like, and like they're never gonna fucking get one from me because that's not how my tiny little oil paintings are gonna work for
Wow.
people.
They'll be a gift when you give them. And no
Yeah,
asking,
I'll just be like I'll just like drop it in a tip jar. Like I won't talk about them, and
but
that's
people
gonna
will
be like
talk
my
about
whole little
them.
time. Yeah, I mean I can't stop that. I don't have control over other people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about it right now, so and it's like
Yeah,
15
well we
years
can.
before it happens.
Yeah, so we can talk about it now, but once it starts happening, like I'm gonna be a dick about it. Like I'm gonna be a little cunt about it. And that's just my fantasy. That's how I live my fantasies. That's one way I live my fantasies.
I mean, I think personally you should start practicing right now, but anyway, I think I think we should ask these final questions. So I wanted to ask you how who do you know in your life that challenges you and pushes you to be the best version of yourself?
Hmm. Right now my sister does. Um so we have the fun sibling rivalry right now where I'm like, I'm making so much money and she's like, I'm making so much money. I'm bossing. Like we're bossing up right now.
Leveling up together?
Yeah. I mean she is because she's like applying for this promotion and stuff, but like I'm getting gains. And I think that's just as important.
You're drinking your protein shakes?
Yeah, I'm just like getting gross with it, eating so much protein, trying to get my protein goals in. It's a lot. It's a
Yeah,
lot. It's
feeling that
hard.
powder down your throat.
And not just because I'm trying to get it from other sources other than powder, because then the powder just gets you bloated. And then because your bowels are just full of powder, and that's not the way God intended.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly how it feels.
Yeah. So I'm trying to eat a lot of chicken, meat. My sister's been a vegetarian for a long time. She's just kind of eating meat sometimes now. So all of it grosses her out. And she's like, that's bad. And I'm like, I don't think it's bad. And she's like, you have to just throw it away.
And you're like, damn, now I need more protein.
And then I'm like, I'll just cook it really quick. But then sometimes I'm forgetting, because we're all growing and we're learning and we're healing with
Yeah,
food and it's hard.
yeah,
But
talk
I'm
about it.
really, yeah, I'm gagging over it. I'm gagging myself on it and I'm just plowing through. So that's how that's going.
Intuitive eating.
No, no, it's force feeding.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I mean, sometimes you have to force feed yourself intuitively, I think.
Yeah, I think that's where it's at. It's a conscious force feeding discipline, nary goal.
Yeah, it's like some days I don't eat, and those days I'm supposed to eat.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to be like. And I not only do I eat every day, I eat multiple times a day,
Wow.
every day, multiple times a day, every day.
You have no idea how impressed I am.
I have yet to really get a big streak going. Well, I gotta start counting, but I've been eating every day for like 3 years. So
Wow. I mean, you don't need to be consistent to be healing, you know? Like healing is non-linear. So,
yeah, but gains are no, they're not. Maybe they are.
I mean, I was doing like a
Yeah,
bulk and cut, and I feel like, switching, cycling between, you win some, you lose some.
yeah. I don't know how it all works, but boy, am I trying. Oh boy, I fall off the horse, I get back on it. That's all I know.
Okay, it says that our meeting will end in 10 minutes, and also I want to reflect back on the clock. We got a couple, but I think we got this. We can make 10 minutes work. Love that your sister and you are pushing each other competitively and you're gaining both. I think you both are, and that I'm excited to hear what will come out of that in the future. So yeah, I wanted to ask you what have been this is my last question before I ask three questions that I'm going to ask everyone that I interview. So, what have been some of your art mistakes or I guess just mistakes in the past?
Um, so yeah, when you asked me this before, I was like, happy little accidents, Bob Ross. But looking back, actually, especially in terms of kind of like theater or some other things, it's like not trusting like my visions or kind of like my intuition or even just like the entirety of my life. As life is art. But like when things don't make sense to me and I'm like, I don't see how that's gonna work, and people are just like, well, I don't know what you're saying. And so I like just stop doing that and try to make sense of what these things that don't make sense to me work. I guess here's an
Right.
example so I go really fast.
That's just the 30-minute.
Okay. But yeah, there was this character and I had this whole idea for like the way he was. And then the director was like, "No, he's not like that." And I was like, "But he is because like in the script like that was like his background and life story and to me it makes sense that he would like be this way and then that makes sense also for like how he like pulls this girl and the way that you're saying just doesn't make sense to why she would like him or be flirting with him like at all. Like there's nothing interesting about him. And but I was like, fuck it, it's his play. And so I just like did the thing that didn't make sense. And I have regretted being like, no, I should have just done it my way. Cause there
Yeah.
really isn't anything he could have done for like the way I acted. Like you could like I can just like be on stage and say whatever the fuck I want, actually. What's he gonna do? Run there? No. So sometimes, trust yourself and your autonomy more. That is a regret that I have.
And at the end of the day, like you were saying, it's your life's art, it's like your life's work. So what he said, like, wouldn't have made any, like, it shouldn't have changed how you wished to have created your world?
Yeah. I mean, I just like gave away my autonomy. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's lame. I wasn't living my fantasy.
Yeah.
Always live your fantasy.
Okay, so now I want to ask because I'm curious after hearing your answer, how is this not a mistake?
Well, I learned that.
Hmm.
I learned to have that much more conviction. And that's where, I fell into that whole thing before where I like got intimidated by someone who's like been doing that longer than me, and so I thought to just like put my trust in him. But I should have just listened to myself and my creativity and the things that I know make sense. Like if I see
Yeah.
it right in front of me and it makes sense to me, I'm just gonna do that and no one can actually stop me. And don't give away my autonomy. And that's how I learned that in a very casual way that didn't hurt very much. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, people pleasing pleases nobody. And he probably would have enjoyed the show more given you being yourself and maybe didn't like it and maybe would have never been able to admit it, but maybe would have seen how it flowed better because you're the one acting it?
Yeah, and maybe he just would have like taken the credit for it, you know? But the play just would have been better and everyone would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah. And you would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah, because I would have had my little on it.
Well, final questions. Are you a friend to yourself?
Yes, and I am working to be a better friend every day.
And how can you be more of a friend to yourself and how have you been working to be a better friend?
I've been working to be a better friend to myself by taking myself out on dates and doing things that I like and things that I've always wanted to do. Like I have a motorcycle now and I'm driving it.
You got the motorcycle?
Yeah, I drove
And
it to work and back today.
you decided to tell the people.
Hey everyone, I have a motorcycle now. So if you think I can't drive a motorcycle, you need to check yourself. You need to go look in the mirror and say, Guy Shanks can drive a motorcycle. And he does.
Yeah, and he has.
And I have, and I bought it. And it's mine and it's in my name.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And my last question is, how can you love yourself more? Like today and every day.
Oh my gosh. Give myself more grace. And you know what I've been wanting to do that I saw this thing on a set that I should do is to make my space more comfy and cozy to me. And whenever I feel like I need something really soft and cozy, to be more soft and cozy with myself. That's my next goal.
Yeah, yeah. I love that.
'Cause
And
I don't know.
I can't wait to hear how and see how you become more cozy with yourself.
Me too. I'm excited to see how I'm gonna do it as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, is there anything else that you want to share with the people?
And the things you have to share with the people? We don't have
Well,
time.
the world is your oyster because I can record those on my own time.
Oh, sick, sick. Um, huh. What to tell the people? I don't know what to tell the people. You
Well,
can buy shirts from me. You can buy shirts for me. Buy a shirt for me. It'd be so sick if you bought a shirt from me. I'm selling shirts and hoodies, and you can buy them from me. They look really cool,
I was about to
and
go grab one, but
the
I'm a liar.
proceeds and the proceeds go to me getting top surgery.
You know
So
what? I will edit a photo into right here.
yeah,
Yep. That's how
buy
it
a shirt
looks.
for me. Buy a shirt or hoodie for me. They're
Support
cool.
guys, top surgery fund.
I made a sigil and I put it on it, and it's good. It's for good luck and being happy with your body. So that's the way you feel when you wear my shirts.
Hey, and I've worn it, so I can attest to that.
Yeah, I wear them too, and I like it. And I
What
wish more
else?
people asked me about them.
What else can we say? Everyone should ask you about them.
I know. Like my fantasy is that I'm walking down the street in this shirt, and people are like, "Oh, cool shirt. Well, who's that? Who's that? Who got the top surgery fund?" And I'd be like, "It's me, and you can buy this shirt." But so far, it hasn't happened yet.
Well, I'm gonna wear the shirt around and force people to talk to me about the shirt.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
really love that.
I mean, look at us right now. People of the podcast, what can I say? What can I say? Buy the shirt. It's cozy.
Buy my shirt, or you could get it as a hoodie.
Tank
Sometimes
top?
it depends. Yeah, the fit. Sometimes it's gonna depend on what I find. Okay,
So we fell off there for a second. We were talking about your shirts. Anything else you want to
shirts.
say for the people?
Buy the shirts, please,
Please and thank you.
and thank you for buying the shirts.
Yeah. I shall add your information to reach out to either here or in the description. And other than that, thank you so much for joining me on this interview. Wow, Guy Shanks, everyone. All right. I hope you have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye. All right, Pleiasbians, one last thing. First of all, Joaquina says I shouldn't be promoting when I'm not getting sponsored. Oh god. And the tripod breaks again, folks. I'm still recording because why not, right? Let me show you. I just tried to fix that. Anyway, because I thought I fixed it and I thought that's what we were talking about. I'm just gonna move on. Um, Much love, Pleiasbians and party people and their mamas, for being here and listening to me and watching the podcast. Thank you on behalf of Guy as well. Oh, this is all uncured. That's why. Anyway, I'll fix it. Right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week from whenever you're watching this. I hope you guys take care of yourselves, your health, your mind, your intelligence, your books, read them, brush your teeth, whatnot, and like, comment, subscribe. Sorry that my tripod's messed up. I guess I just gotta get a new one now. Even tape didn't help. Okay. Until next time, folks.